Audible, guys? Okay. Audible? Okay, good evening, guys. We'll start. So, joints we have started it, right? So we have seen all the theoretical part is what that we have seen, but practically we have not done the implementation. Like how do we use that clauses or the keywords? We have to check it, okay? And the tables, as I said, that a DDL file, whatever it is there, that will be shared to you guys. So you have to use the same tables. Why? Because what practically we are implementing here, if you are using some other table, it will be different. But you can create your own tables whenever you are practicing, and based on that you can check it. But right now that standard tables, that whatever we have taken, like employee table, department table, colors table we have taken, and one more table we have taken, an employee table only, but their alias names we have given. Like a T1 and T2 we have made it as a 2 copies, and we have seen in the self join. So that is what that we have seen. Okay, so same thing only, now we have to implement, we have to check that how do we write up that particular query. So tell me, why do we go for the joins? To combine 2 or more tables, right? And what are the different types of joins we have? Inner join, natural join, outer joins. In that 3 we have. So we have left outer join, right outer join and full outer join. Then cross join we have, and then self join we have. So these are the different types of the joins that what we have seen. Okay. Now here, first I wanted to check here what are the databases that are available. Why? Because now if you see employee table, employee department table, again I wanted to be as a separate. So in the same database, like whichever we were using as a TAP Academy, in that only I will not be able to use it. Why? Because table names, whatever we have, we should have a unique table names there. So first I will check here that what are the databases that are available here. And here if you see that already I have one database here called as a joins database. Okay, I already have one database here as a joins database. So I'll check that what are the database, what are the tables that are available. Is there everything is fine? If not, I will remove that particular database. Again, I will create it. Whatever the standard tables are there, I will import that particular standard tables here. Okay, so here I will tell as use joins database I will use, and here I will tell as show the tables that are present inside this database. Here you can see that I have a department, I have an employee, manager details I have, and I have an, employee I have, color I have, product I have. So these are the things only that which we have seen. But I want to cross verify once, like whether all the records has been same or is there any different records. Why? Because here if it is different, we cannot use that. Then whatever we have seen in the animations, whatever we have seen in terms of the the explanation that what we have seen will not match. So that is why I'll cross verify once. Here I will tell us select star from employee table, I will check. Okay, so this is same only. Employee ID we had, and we had a first name, last name, and the department ID we have. It is the same column names we have, and even the records also we have a same. So I'll check it for the department also here. So here I will tell as select star from department I will tell, and here also I have the department ID and name. So as I said, we have a relationship between them. Yes. So what is the relationship that we have? We add the department ID and department ID in department table, then and in the employee table, whatever the department that is there, that also will be what? As a foreign key. So this is how that relationship, that whatever it is there, that we will be having here. So is this visible to you guys? Visible? Not visible. Online students, is it visible? Online students, this text is visible to you guys? Okay. I asked online students. Okay, so it is visible, I'll keep it same. Okay, so here these are the tables that I have here. Okay, so 2 tables I have shown. Similarly, color also we have that employee manager details for the self join, whatever we have used, where in one table only we have an employee information also, and we have a manager information also. So this is what that we have seen. Okay, but first let us try to execute all the joins like inner join and the natural join and the left outer joins what we have, and cross join also. Later only for us the color, product and employee manager details are required. So right now on this tables only let us execute. Now if I want everything to be present in my output, so which one should I use? I need to tell here as select star. And again I am telling you guys that here it is not mandatory that every time you have to tell as a star only. I am just showing you guys the main purpose, but after performing that particular join, what exactly you want it to be displayed, that also you can tell it specifically instead of telling the star. Either one, whichever you wanted, you can tell it. Okay, so here I am telling as what? I want everything to be shown, so that is why here I am using as a star. And this is from which table this is? This is from the employee table. Now, for this employee also I can give an alias, right? So this we have seen in the subqueries also we have seen. For every table, it is not like only in the subqueries, only in the correlated subqueries that I need to provide that alias name. No. So whichever, whenever you are specifying the table names, you can give an alias name. Why I will be giving an alias name is to make my query efficient. That is, whenever I am giving a condition, I need to tell it properly, right? So condition, see from the employee table, take that department ID, compare from the department ID which is present in department table. That comparison we have to do it, right? That is the main functionality of your inner join. So if that has to be done, then that condition also I have to provide it specifically. So every time I don't want to use the complete table name, my query it will become little bit lengthy. So that is why what I'll do, I'll give an alias name here. And then here, this table I am specifying. Now one more table also I have to specify. Which is the table? Department table. Now, employee table, department table I am joining. But what approach I need to use here when I am joining? Inner join or a natural join or outer joins or cross join or a self join, whichever you want, that you have to tell it here specifically. So what I am doing here, I am taking that particular employee and here I am telling this as an inner join. What join I need to perform here? Inner join I need to perform. On what table that I want to perform? On the department table. So here one alias name I will give as D1. Eyes are very sharp. Okay, so department I am giving and D1 I have given here. So this is how the 2 tables are there, and 2 tables I am combining by using which approach? Inner join approach. But you guys know what is the functionality of the inner join. Now, I want to display everything, I have given a star. I want to go to both the tables, I have given in the from clause only, I have given the employee also, department also. But after going, what it should do? It has to go to that identical column, penetrate inside and start comparing. That is what the functionality of the inner join, right? And whatever that we have said, whatever we have discussed, that will not happen by itself. We have to make that in terms of the query and we have to implement it. So here that condition that I will be providing here, I will tell here that condition. One more difference that one more important thing that you guys should know in the joins is, so far whenever it is a normal conditions, we have went to where clause. Whenever we have an aggregate functions conditions, we have went with the having clause. Now, understand whenever you are performing this joins, whenever you are writing a query, whenever you are including this join clause or a keyword in your query, your where clause will not be supported and your having clause will not be supported. You need to use one more new one which is nothing but the on clause. What you have to use? On clause. And understand, in the MySQL, only in case of inner join, even though you are telling as an inner join there, clause you are using, join you are using, even though you can tell here where. Only in the inner join it is supported. But when you go to the natural join, we will not be giving a condition anywhere. But when we go to the outer joins or when we go to any other types of joins, your where or having will not be working. So, what you have to do is, as a standard, whenever you are going to the joins, whether you are telling an inner join or whether you are telling any outer joins or whatever the join it is, make sure if the join clause is present in your query, go with the on only. Make it as a standard. Why? Because many of them will do a mistake here. So, for many of the questions, that is why test cases also will not be cleared. Minute thing this is, but very much important. If you are not giving that, it will not be executed. And again, you no need to remember, okay, only in the inner join it is supported, for others it is no. Make it standard. Whether it is supporting, not supporting, secondary. If you are using the join clause in your query, whenever you are giving a condition, you have to go with the on clause. And there you tell, go to the employee department, penetrate inside. What I am telling here? Penetrate inside. What operator I am using here? Dot operator. What this dot operator will be doing? Penetrating inside. Inside what it has to penetrate? It has to penetrate inside the department ID column. So this is how that you have to tell. Whatever in terms of theoretical we have discussed, same thing only we are implementing that in terms of the practical. So go to the employee table, penetrate inside that identical column. Which is that identical column? It is a department ID. Compare that with what? To the department table you go, penetrate inside that and compare with which column? Department ID column. So, what it will be doing? All the columns that are present in the employee table, department table, it will give. But that records will be only the records which are matching. That records will be the only records which satisfies this particular condition. Then only it will be returning. So, I will give a semicolon here, I will click on enter. So, here can you see? So, what I am getting here, everything I am getting here, employee, employee ID, first name, last name, department ID and department ID and name. Am I getting the output from a single table now? Am I getting output from a single table? No, I am getting it from both the tables, that is employee table also and department table also. Can you see here, wherever it is matching, compare this department ID and department ID. Wherever it is matching, that only it is giving to us. So this is how your inner join will be working. So what it will do? It will go to the table. After going to the table, that identical columns we need to find and we have to penetrate inside them, and what we have to do? We have to start comparing it. Wherever it is matching, that entire record from both the tables it will take and it will be displaying in your output. Is this clear to everyone? Same thing only we have seen even in the animations as well. Same thing only we have discussed in the last class as well. So this is how that query that you have to write it when it comes to the inner join. Is this clear how to implement it practically? Everyone. So this is how that you have to give. So next what I have? Next what I have? Natural join. So in the natural join, what and all I should have? I want everything to be displayed. So once that is done, so next I need to tell here as what as? Both employee table and the department table I need to tell. But here what should I tell as? Natural join. So when I am telling as a natural join, so tell me, condition is required. Will we give the condition? No. Automatically, naturally, it will be performing an operation, joining. But what it will do? One of the identical column it will be removed. And remaining identical column, whatever it is there, it will be displayed in the first. So this is how that operation will be done with respect to what? With respect to the natural join. Can you see now how many department ID columns I have? Only one. And where it is displaying? In the first. Did I give the condition here? No. Previously also 7 records I got. Now also I am getting the same 7 records only. And it is the same data only. But what is two difference? Condition I will not give. And second one of the identical column will be removed. So here make sure that the column names identical is important. Based on that only it will take. Suppose in both the tables two identical columns are there. Which one it will take into a consideration? Whichever it encounters first internally, and that depends on the MySQL. That does not depend on us. Whichever it encounters, based on that comparison it will be doing and it will be returning us the output. So this is how the natural join that will be displayed. Is this clear to everyone? Yes. So next one what we have? Next we have an outer joins. So first one what we have? Left outer join. So in the left outer join that what will be happening? Condition must. Condition is must. Then after performing that condition what it will do? It will go to the left table. How do you predict which is left table and right table? Whichever you are specifying first, that will be considered as a left table. And that is how that comparison will be done. Okay. So same here I will be displaying everything. So once I displayed here everything, so here I need to tell that from which table I need to tell here. So here I need to tell as what as left outer join. So here I will tell as left and here I will tell as an outer join. So here I need to give a condition. So can I use a where clause here? No. So what should I use here? On. Why? Because I am using a join keyword here or I am using a join clause here. So based on that only what we have to do? We have to tell it and we have to give it. Okay. And understand, join and on both are like a combo. Without on you cannot use a join. Without join you cannot use on. If join clause is there, then only on will be working. If on is there, then definitely the join should be present in your query. If either one, if it is not there also, it will throw you the syntactical error. So make sure that properly you utilize the things. So here I have to give what? I have to give that particular condition, that is on. From the employee table, penetrate to the department ID column, compare that with the department table, inside that penetrate and compare with which column? Department ID column. So this condition, whatever it is there, it is same. So this condition, what it will be doing? Condition, what it will be doing? Wherever it is matching, it will give. After that, go to the left table. Left table here, which one is our left table? Employee table. So based on that only it will be working. Okay, so I'll give a semicolon here, enter. Can you see here 8 and 9? From which table I am getting this? Employee table I am getting. And this side what I have here, by default it will go and sit as a null. And till 7, it is based on my condition. After 7, 8 and 9 whatever I have, it is based on the left table. It will go to the left table, it will check is there any records that are missing in the output. So based on that it will be giving. So this is how that your left outer join will be working. And I want to execute this query once again. So here I will tell the same thing here. So I will tell here the left join, but here this outer keyword whatever it is there I will remove. And just telling here as what as left join. Apart from that I am not changing anything here. So whatever the condition it is there I will give. And I will click on enter. Can you see that still it is working? Why? Because that outer keyword that whatever we have, it is optional. Either you can tell as a left outer join or either you can tell as what as a left join. Outer is optional. Why I am showing you all this implementation? As I said, they can ask you that predict the correct syntax. So few, I know that just because that outer is not there, you will consider that as an invalid. But no, it is optional. We can give or we can skip. And for alias also, whether for a column alias or a temporary alias, that keyword we can give it or we can skip it also. Okay, we can give or what we can do, we can skip it. If we are giving also, it will be working properly, and if we are not giving also, it will be working properly only. So this is how that you have to know the different kinds of an options that whatever we have whenever we are writing up the queries. I hope that this is clear to everyone. Okay, that outer keyword whatever we have, it is optional. Fine. So next what query we have to see? It is right outer join. So here what it will do in the right outer join? Same only, condition will be performed. Once the condition is performed, then it will go to the right table now. In the right table, if any records are missing, that will be provided where? That will be provided in your result. So here I will give enter here. Now can you see here 5 and 6 I am getting from the right table, and here in the left side automatically I am getting what? As a null. So this is what we have seen in the last class also, right? Whenever we are going with the right outer join. Condition till condition, you can see that it is same. After that it will be going to the right table, it will check whichever is missing, it will be giving. In the other side what it will give? Null. So this is how your right outer join will be working. I hope that this is clear to everyone. What is the difference between the left outer join and the right outer join? Same thing, you just need, see, if one syntax, if you are knowing properly, everything you can write it easily. Just the thing is, you need to understand them properly, that's all. If you are understanding them properly, then you can do the things very easily. Fine. So next what we have? Full outer join. Do we have any keyword called as a full outer join? No. So what we have to do for that? We have to write a left outer join, we have to write a right outer join, and we have to combine them. How do we do that? By using the union operator. Union operator is which type of an operator? Set operator. Apart from union, what and all we have? Union all minus intersect, all this we have. Okay, if I am telling an union, duplicate records will be displayed. If I tell union all, duplicate records will be there. Yes. So this is how that you have to give up. Okay. So here, first I will be telling that, so see the syntax here. So two queries will be there. Okay. So that is why you have to give that inside the parenthesis. Both the things you have to queries. Give the parenthesis, in between you have to give as an union. So here I will be telling here as, so I will open the parenthesis here, I will click on enter. Now what and all I want to display everything. So from which table, you can give either right or you can give either left. Whichever you want, you can give it. For us, what it should do, both the things it should perform. That is what is required for us. But right now, I'll just give here as a left. But again, no mandatory you have to provide as a left or right. It depends on you which one you want. Whichever you give, it will perform and it will give to you. Okay. So here, but conditions we have to give it here. So condition I'll remove a semicolon. Semicolon means it will be terminated. So it's not a termination, I'll close here. This is my left outer join. After this, I need to give here as what? As an union. And after this, again I need to open the parenthesis here. I need to write a query for the left outer join. Sorry, right outer join. So that query I have to write it here. So here also I will tell as what? As select star from. So here I will tell as right. And here also I need to provide what? I need to provide the condition. Condition is must. So I'll close the condition and here I will be giving what? Now I'll give the semicolon. So this is how that you have to perform the full outer join in MySQL. Why we are doing so much for the full outer join? Because we don't have a keyword called as what? As a full outer join. So that is why we are doing so much here. So once I click on the enter here, you can see that how many records I am getting? 11. You can see till here, my condition is getting satisfied. Yes. After that, what it is doing? Left outer join. After that, what it is doing? Right outer join. So this only we will be telling as what? As a full outer join. And if you see there in the query, in the entire query, condition I gave 2 times. But I am getting 2 times condition? No. Why? Because the duplicate records will be eliminated. Because I have given here the union operator. That is why it is getting eliminated. So is this clear that how to perform the full outer join? Everyone? So take see, union you can not only use for full. If any 2 queries if you want to combine, that also you can combine and you can get it by using this union operator. But the standard one where we will be using this union is in the joins only. That too especially in the full outer join. Because that is main the purpose which is lying. Okay. So this is how that full outer join will be done. So next what we have? Cross join. When we go with the cross join? When we go with the cross join? When we don't have any kind of relationship between the tables. When we have 2 individual tables, that is when we go. Okay. So for that only here I have a color table and I have a product table. That only we have seen for the cross join in our animations as well. Okay. So here I will tell this select star from color. So you can see that this is my table. Okay. Now I will be giving here the product table also. So here I will tell as product. So this is my product table and this is my color table and this is my product table. So this is how that it will be there. So now here I have not created any kind of relationship. Both are individual tables. Okay. Now here you can see this is a primary key of this table and this is a primary key of this table. Don't compare both of them. Both of them don't have any kind of relationship. The main purpose of cross join is that only. When I don't find any kind of relationship between the tables, that is when I have to go with what? I have to go with the cross joins. And remember, when it comes to the outer joins and when it comes to the cross joins, that there is a chance that order of the records can be changed. I've specified this statement. Order of the records can be changed. And whenever I am telling here the product and the color table, it can consider whichever table it wants. And it can compare, it can take one record and it can match with all the records from the other table. So sometimes that also depends on what? Depends on the MySQL. But functionality and operation will be same. Fine. So here let us write up that query. So here I will tell as select star from. So here I will tell as a color. So I need to perform here the cross join and what table on the product table. Okay, so cross join. Should I give a condition here? Should I give a condition? No. Why? When we don't have any kind of relationship or a match on which that we can give a condition. If we give a condition also, will it match anything? No. So that is why we will not be providing any condition here, because when there is no match only we will be going with the cross join. Okay, so here I'll give a semicolon and I'll click on enter. Can you see that? One cap with blue. This record is matching with this record. And the same record is matching with this record. And this record is matching with this record. So one record it will take from table and it will match with all the records of the other table. So that is what we have seen even in the animation. And here if you see that, here I am getting what here? I am getting the from the product it is taking and it is comparing with the color. But in the animations what we have seen that color it is taking and comparing with the product. So that is why I said whichever it is taking and it is comparing, it left to the MySQL. But what it will do, one record from one table it will take and it will match all the records of the other table. That is a main functionality or that is a main operation. Is this clear to everyone? Yes. So this is how that cross join will be working. Okay. So next what we have? Self join. For that self join only I have taken a table name as an employee manager details. For that only I will be giving an alias name as a T1 and T2. And condition also we need to provide. What is that condition? What is the condition we have given? So cross product should happen and then condition also should happen there. So there whenever we are doing a cross product, usually what will multiple things will get there. But we are giving a condition there. What we are giving a condition? Employee ID should not match. If I am giving an employee ID matching, I will be getting the data redundancy values here. So employee ID should be different, but manager ID should be same. That is what the condition we have given in the self join. Yes. So here we are displaying what all the employees having the same manager ID. Similarly, I can go and tell that I want to display all the employees who are working as an employee also and who are working as a manager also. This also we can do it by using this same table. So, but here how many tables we will be having? Only one table. We will not be using multiple. But how do we make that as a 2? By giving a table alias. So, here I will tell as from employee manager details I have given. So, for this I will tell as T1. And do we have any self join keyword? No, we don't have a keyword called as a self join also. Directly you have to put a comma and you have to mention that particular name once again and we have to give that alias name there. So again same table only I will give here and I will give one more alias here as what? As a T2. So when I have given that alias name, what it will be done? It will be compared as a 2 individual things. It will be done as a 2 individual things. Okay. So now after this, so what should I give that condition here? Not equals to and equals to condition. But what clause should I use here? On should I use? I clearly said you guys, on and join both are like a combo. If you are not using a join there, you cannot use an on clause. If on clause is there, join should be present mandatorily. Should be present what? Mandatorily. So now did I use that join clause here? Did I use? Did I use? No, I have not used it. So should I tell on clause here? No. So what should I tell? Where? So remember this point. If join is not there, on will not be working. So now here what should I tell? T1, T1, then we have to penetrate inside and get a column here, right? If that is not there, how we can compare it? We cannot compare it. So penetrate inside this, and what we have to do? We have to take as an employee ID. So that we have to consider here, right? So here we have to tell as what? As an employee ID. Okay, employee ID, that should not be equals to T2 dot employee ID. T2 dot employee ID. Next, one more condition. Both the conditions should be satisfied. So I need to give here and clause. And here again I need to tell here as what? Dot manager ID should be equals to T2 dot manager ID. See, column names we have to check it once, but I will execute the query. If it is not, then let us check with the column names exactly that how it is present. But this is how that condition that which we have given. So I'll give a semicolon here, click on enter. So column name it is different here. So let us check with the column name that we have in the manager details. Underscore is not there. And even for the manager ID also underscore is not there. So like this properly we have to give. If you are not giving it, it will be throwing an error. So it is employee manager details, table name it is correct. So in the condition what we have to do? We need to remove that underscore. So here also we have to remove that underscore. Underscore we have to remove. Can you see here? 2 employee. What is the manager of that? 4. And 1 employee who is a manager? 4. So these employees are having a same manager ID? Yes. So next 6 and 3 having a same manager ID? Yes. But is an employees are getting repeated here? No. I am getting employee, but is it getting repeated? No. That should not be repeated. That is why we have given this particular condition. That is why wherever it is different, you take that and give that particular record so that repetitions will not be present. Now did you understand that how to find out an employees who are having the same manager ID? And how we have done this? By using which type of join? Self join. Why did we go with the self join here? Why? Because in my one table only, I have an employee information also and I have a manager information also. What I have? I have an employee information also and I have a manager information in one table. So that is why a single table I am using it, I am making as a copy and I am trying to perform the join there. That only we will be telling as what? As a self join. And if you see, in other topics, if table alias is mandatory or no, it is a secondary. But in the self join, this table alias is important. Without that, we cannot make a copy. So this is how that your self join will be working. Is this is clear to everyone? How to give this particular joins? Is all the types of joins are clear? Inner join, natural join, outer joins, cross join and self join. And sometimes your inner join only will also be called as a simple join. Understand this terminology. Your inner join only will also be called as what? As a simple join. And your cross join, it is also called as what? Cartesian join. Cross join also called as what? As a Cartesian join. Please do remember all these points. So this is how that we will be implementing what? We will be implementing on the joins. Okay. So now I will be giving you guys a certain questions. Okay. So make sure that questions you try to read it out. So all the types of joins we have already seen, the outer joins, all this type of joins. So here the important for us is the standard questions, that how you will be doing that standard questions is what it is very much important. Now individually whatever it is that you have understood, but in the interviews the questions will not be asked only like this. Only if it is a theoretical part, they might ask you that to explain all the type of the joints by taking an example, all that. But every time that will not be there. So they can give you some standard questions. You have to read them, you have to understand the scenarios of them. Based on that only you have to start writing up the queries. For that you should understand each and individual topic very clearly. So this is full outer join. Give me a second. Okay. Read out the question. Very good. Read out a little bit more louder. Write a query to display all employees along with their department names, excluding employees without the departments assigned. So how do you write up a query? Understand the things. Which join you will use? What and all they are asking? Employees we wanted along with the department names it is asking. Employees also along with the department names. Means we have to display everything from both the tables. That is fine. In the select statement what we are giving, we can go along with this. But what type of join that we have to use? Because they are telling specifically one thing, that excluding employees without the departments assigned. Inner join. So how do you predict it is an inner join? How do you predict it as an inner join? I have an employee table, I have a department table. Now, if it is matching in both the tables the department ID, it means that employees has been assigned to the department. Only if the department ID is matching from employee table and from the department table. If the department ID only if it is not matching, what does it mean? Or if that department ID only if it is not present in your employee table, what does it mean? that employee did not get assigned to any of the departments. So here, whenever we are comparing our employee table and department table, only the matching records I have to get. It means then only an employee is assigned to the proper department. If that is not matching, it means that employee did not get assigned to any department which we have in our department table. Or else we can have a null as well. So what type of join we have to perform here? Inner join. Only that comparison. Only if the department IDs, if it is comparing, only an employees who have the department ID only we have to get it. We have to exclude the employees who did not get the departments assigned. So this is how that you have to think that to which type of the join that you have to go for. What they are asking you to include, what they are asking you to exclude, all this you have to remember properly. Is this clear to everyone? Yes. So it's the same query like how we have written. So how we have to write up that inner join excluding. So how do we write? Same thing, right? So we need to tell here as what? Star from. So we need to tell here from employee. But what type of join we have to perform here? Inner join we have to perform because the condition itself, and again if you see, they did not specifically tell anything here. This is what, that is what, they did not tell anything specifically here. By looking at that particular question only, you need to understand it. So here condition is mandatory or not? Condition we have to provide. Condition we have to provide. Even the department ID should be there. Then only it means that employee, all the employees what we are getting will be having that department IDs. If the department IDs will not be there, it should be excluded. If department ID, if it is not there, it will not match with the condition. Okay, so I'll click on enter here. Now, see, every employee whom we are displaying, for everyone that the department name is present, for everyone department ID is present. Is there any employee who don't have the department assigned here? No. We are getting all the employees along with their department names, but excluding the employees who do not assign the department name or departments. So this is how we need to think, we need to analyze that to which type of query that we have to go, which type of the join that we have to use. Based on that only we have to write it. So here that thinking process you have to do. You have to analyze, then only you have to go with the query. Fine. So let us see the next one. So what we have to do? Write a query to display all employees along with the department names, including employees without a department assigned. What it is? Left outer join. We want employees who assign the department. At the same time, we want an employees who did not get an assigned also. So I need to go back to my left table again, and there whichever the records are not been present in my result, I have to go and I have to get it. So I have to go with what type of join here? Left outer join. So this is how that you have to map it. Fine. So query, table, everything will be the same only, but still let us execute it once. So again, here I am displaying a star. So you can tell that all employees you can get, and if you want only the department names also, you can give that particular department names. It depends on the select statement that what you are giving. Fine. So here, so what condition we have to give? From employee 1, but here we have to give what? Left outer join we have to give it. From which table, so what is a condition? So on we have to tell the department ID matching. So I'll click on enter. Now can you see here I am getting all the employees along with the department, but also an employees, including employees who do not assign or who don't have the department. So this is how that I have to go with what? I have to go with the left outer join. Is this is clear to everyone? Previous one was excluding. Now this is including an employees without the department assigned. Yes, if you see last two employees, did they assign any department here? Do they have any department? No. So basically we are displaying everything that is present in our employee table. But you have to choose the join properly based on the requirement that what they are giving or assigning. So see this. Right outer join. Why right outer join? Including departments without employees. First what I will be getting? All departments who have an employees. That will be on the inner, means on the condition. After that, it has to go back to the department table again and it has to display what? Departments who don't have an employees as well. So which type of join I have to go with? Right outer join. So it will be the same. Suppose if we tell that excluding in the sense, excluding in the sense, including you said it, excluding in the sense, left you will tell. It is an inner join. If I including I said, if I tell excluding what you will tell, it is an inner join again. So this is how that you have to think. Questions can be different. So just you have to think about that and you have to write it. Okay. So here I will be telling as select star from. So what should I tell here? Right join, and then we have to give the, can you see I am getting employees along with the department. At the same time I am getting the departments who don't have an employees as well. I am getting or I am including the departments who don't have the employees as well. How I am including it? By using the left outer join. So understand, this is how the standard questions will be there. Don't always expect that directly they will tell you to perform an inner join or outer joins or self join. No. Based on the table, by seeing that, based on the requirement that what they are telling you to display, based on that only you have to choose and you have to give. I hope that this is clear to everyone. So which type of join? It is? How it is full outer join? First thing they are asking employees department name. Then they are telling that including employees without department means I have to go with the left outer join. And again they are telling that and departments also without an employees. Then again I need to go with the right. So basically this will become as what? As a full outer join. So I have to go with the full outer join and I have to write up the query. Okay. So again the query will be saying so select star from left outer join, but here we have to give that parenthesis, otherwise it will throw you the syntactical error. Okay, so we have to open the parenthesis and here we have to give our particular left outer join, whatever the right outer join. Once we have given that condition also that we have to provide. So then I will be closing this. So then what we have to tell? Union. So next again open the parenthesis. So it is the right outer join. So next, condition I need to provide, then close. So here all the employees along with the department names first, and employees without the departments assigned, then departments without employees assigned. We are including all of them. So this will become what? This will become your full outer join. So understand that this is how that scenario will be present. And for the self join, that whatever I have given, what one scenario we have checked it? Employees with the same manager ID. I wanted you guys to check an employees, the details of an employees who are working as an employee also and who are working as a manager also. So I wanted you guys to try it out, that particular question on the self join. So this is all about the joints, okay. So whatever the questions that we are having here, that questions that you need to see it properly, and based on that you have to give. But understand, this is very, very much important. Initially only I said, for the interviews, this is a favorite topic. So definitely they will be asking you to give, okay. So I have one very small topic. Okay, fine then. We'll see that in the next class. Okay. Please make sure that you practice. DDL file joins, you will be getting it. So execute that as well. Okay. Thank you everyone. Happy Independence Day to all. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you online students. Happy Independence Day to you guys as well. Thank you all.